Hi, I'm James Warren from OA Systems. Today I'm going to take a look at the 2020 Wave 1 update for Dynamics 365, specifically the Sales Hub, and some of the usability features that have been adjusted and added to the environment. So one of the first ones we're going to jump in and look at very quickly is in Activities. There's a range of new things that are available. First, they're previewing the simpler filtering for your views, so you can go in and select this model. And also they've introduced this Kanban view of activities. So you'll see what I can do is actually grab one here, shift it over into this column, and what it will do is ask me if I want to complete or close that task. That also is available when you come down to the opportunity view down here. So you'll see I've got a range of opportunities, and what it's showing me is my Kanban views of each of the different stages of engagement I'm at with my opportunities. So that'll be an interesting change, and hopefully we'll be able to deliver that in the future across other entities, but today it's specifically in activities and opportunities. Also, you'll see here we have a few auto capture preview functionality pieces, and I'll show you what that looks like. Specifically, when we go into a contact, what you'll see is there is an area where it will go and look at all the activities that are in your timeline, and if there are any suggestions about things like meetings, or appointments or follow-ups or those kinds of things, it will show up there and allow you to add them to your system. We've also had a bit of a change over here with the assistant. Rather than just being a blank spot in the view, you've got the ability to have these pictures. Well, it's not really an ability, it just shows up pictures and lets you know that there's nothing happening there. That was often just a big white space unless you actually had something coming up in that assistant view. This is not a particularly new piece of functionality. I believe this was in the last release, but what they've done is improved some of the functionality around the pop-up. So when you go to an email, rather than this form behind closing and opening up in the email view, it is now just there, and you can see in the background the contextual record that you're working with. Obviously, you can go in and do things like add templates, and that will fill in that detail, and you can see that you've got that detail correct, and pull through any other information that you're looking at there. So coming back through to opportunities, they've also made a rather significant change in here. So I'm just going to open up an opportunity, and you'll see that actually pops open in what they call a contextual view as well. So the list of opportunities is still behind rather than completely blocking out the screen. But the biggest change that I've seen in the system is I've gone and activated the preview of the new products price list form. And what you'll see here is, rather than going in and doing it line by line, which we've had a lot of people give us feedback on, not always positive, you can now go in and say, I'd like to add 3 of these, 5 of those, and 1 of those. Also, you have the ability to go, while you're doing that, to go, I want to add a write-in product. So this is a that's there. And you can go put in your price. And you can add all of those to the opportunity, and what you'll see is you've actually multi-selected items there and added them, and there's also that write-in as well. So that's quite a significant change to how that price list functionality works. And you also have recently used, which is nice if you're doing a lot of the same over and over again, to be able to just jump in and, rather than have your full product list in there, be able to do that. And if you've done things like create product families or got product bundles, you can click on those and those will come up as well. There's also the ability to search for products. So that's going to be a really interesting change to the product functionality in Dynamics, and we're looking forward to seeing that get adopted. And as I said before, you saw that's popped open, and rather than blocking out that whole view, we come back to the opportunity list there. So another thing that's specifically useful that's been added to the system is the PDF functionality. So when you go to create a PDF, it will look and say you have a series of what was previously Word templates that you can create in PDF, and if you just go to create, what it will do is it will save that to SharePoint for you, or you can email as PDF. So it will automatically go and create the email, and you'll see when you go in there, it will have that PDF as an attachment already included. And obviously, if you've got things you want to do, like be able to see when they've opened it, if they've opened the attachment, schedule it to send it at a later time, or remind a follow-up. This is not new functionality, but it's always really good to know that above and beyond what you do if you're sending it from Outlook, you have these reminders that you can pull into Dynamics and get some visibility on. Even though you've dropped in that attachment, you can still come in and insert a template. So that's a nice little improving the speed of being able to do optimized emails out of the system. We'll keep looking at some of the functionality that's coming up, and some of it's not yet available in preview, but those are a few of the key points that I found really interesting, and hope you will either apply them in your existing environment or come have a chat with us about how you can get Dynamics up and running and we can bring this to you.